What's going on? What's going on? I see I got me one person in here with me. Let me eat my pudding. Some vanilla pudding. What's up, man? What's going on? Who I got with me? Turn that off. Y'all talk to me. Let me know who I got. So, what this is dealing with today is an introductory to who I am, what I do. I'm eating my pudding. In case y'all see what I'm doing. And this is a Q&A. It's going to deal with mental health. It's going to deal with prison, everything that my podcast deals with. I'm going to eat in front of y'all because I'm hungry. So if y'all are here for that, tune in and I'll give you a brief history of who I am, what I plan to do, hopefully, with this channel. It's the first thing I've ate all day, so y'all have to forgive me. So on Facebook, I go by Thomas FreeMe. And I started this YouTube channel because I want to bring more in depth of my discussions that I have. I have my podcast, which is called, FreeMe Podcast, and it just deals with decisions of everyday life that we deal with, and how we make these decisions emotionally every day, and how they lead us down the dark roads that we endure, through our lives. So I've been down many dark roads. And I'm still traveling down some. I deal with anxiety. I deal with PTSD. Which with the anxiety, high anxiousness. I'm always anxious. So I have a range of issues that I'm dealing with, spawning from the decisions that I've made through my life, and I'm just here to share these experiences. And I want my followers, my subscribers, whatever, my people, my brothers and sisters, I want y'all to share with me as well, and I want to build a platform that we can all share and experience on, and just come to, for unity, and come together, because we need unity right now. We need love and we need unity. And this is what I'm doing this for. So I created this platform for us all to come together, man, and just share experiences. I want to erase stigma. That's, again, another goal of mine, is to attack stigma. And that's it, to be factual, to be honest, to be truthful, to show you who I am, to be open and honest with who I am, with the world to see, because of my experiences. And, I feel like I have a lot to share. So I'm here for Q&A for an hour, and hopefully I can get some more people, to join in, and that's it, man. I got great discussions on my podcast. I have therapists. I have one of the nation's leading doctors in trauma. I have attorneys. I have behavioral doctors. I have drug counselors. I have all kinds of people on my podcast. I have prisoners, people that are incarcerated. You'll hear me speak a lot on Temujin Kinsu. Temujin Kinsu has become sort of personal with me, because I've experienced what this man has for only a short amount of time. This man's done double the time that I have, 2 times the time that I have, really more than that, almost 3 times, really. and he's an innocent man. And there's overwhelming evidence showing that this man is purely innocent, had nothing to do with this murder, and yet he still sits in prison. As of recently, the governor of Michigan denied his uh, his clemency. So a lot of these issues I discuss, I bring forward. Again, it's always a discussion. It's not. It's I don't want to run an interview type style. It's just discussion. I'm here to learn as much as the next person, and it's just about talking. Me some more of my pudding. I'm hungry, y'all. It's rough out here. So I've been home 4 years now. I was currently locked up for almost 13 years in the five federal institutions. And it was an experience for me because it was my Mecca in a sense, right? And it took me a long time to really understand that and to really realize the gift that was given to me, and how I was squandering that gift, and it wasn't a gift that I wanted again. It was one of those gifts that you get and that's it, and you don't want it no more. You're happy you got it the first time, but that's it. I don't want it no more. So it took me a while to come to that understanding. But once I did, I apply that understanding to every facet of my life now, because it's it's all mental. It's all what you make of it, you know. And once I came to that, I learned and I grew super fast, superhuman fast. I started like a sponge. I was like a 2 year old all over again, just because my whole my whole way of learning changed. My whole education changed. Everything that I was consuming changed, and it was like starting all over. And it just put a hunger in me, because it was allowing me to do something that I've always wanted to do, and that was to be educated and not act educated, to really know what it was that I was talking about, you know. And it allowed me, through this education, it allowed me to see a lot of errors in my ways, a lot of errors that I was always blaming other people for, you know. And it just made me who I am today. And when I look myself in the mirror, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of what I've done, you know, not in the sense as far as, crime wise, but as far as how I've laid in my bed, how I've taken my blows, how I've carried my cross, I've always wore my mistakes myself, you know, and it builds character, and it's built a certain type of character within me that I now want to share with the world. So this platform that I want to build, right, this FreeMe Podcast platform, is for us to come, congregate, and to share and to grow, help me understand some of my qualities that I still need to get refined, and for my people that are here with me, for them to grow with me as well, for us to understand what we're involved in when we leave our houses, what to expect from day in and day out, and really what's going on, and to get people to understand that we're living emotional lives. We're out here every day making emotional decisions, living emotional lives, and it's causing chaos, you know. It's causing chaos within our communities. and it has to stop. And I feel like it's a moral duty of mine, knowing that for whatever reason I have a personableness about myself that people feel like they can communicate with me. So I created my podcast. It's doing pretty good, and now I'm moving over to the video portion of what's going on here. So a lot of the discussions that I'll be bringing to YouTube are already on the podcast. You can go and you can listen to it, and all I'm doing is just adding to it. I'm adding texture to it, and I'm adding a little bit of, as some artistic value to it. Some of my thoughts that goes in after listening to the discussion. So this is all. This is just an introductory live chat, you know, and to let my subscribers know what to expect from my channel, what's coming. I'm not here to be the baddest person on the internet. I'm not here to be the baddest person in prison. I wasn't. I'm not. It's not my style. I'm just here to help people grow, and within that, I feel like I can grow within that as well. So that's it, man. I got only got two guys in here with me, two people in here with me, but I'm open for Q&A. You guys have any questions, anything that you're going through? You know, again, I want to help parents, young parents understand what it was that I needed as a child that my parents really couldn't figure out, and that I see so many other kids that they need that their parents can't figure out because of life's distractions. Keeps us distracted all day, every day. And we really don't have the time to invest in our children to really understand what they're going through. And because their problems don't equate to our problems as adults, we just shut them off. We blow them off, and we tell them things like, listen, kid, you got kid problems. We got big boy problems. We got adult problems. And that's one of the worst mistakes that we can make as a parent is blowing our kids off and minimizing what's important in their lives because it's not important in ours. And that was big with me, that was something big because for me as a child, the biggest thing that I needed was attention, you know, and it wasn't the attention that my parents thought that they were giving me or my brother or anything like that, but it was more along the lines of attention that I needed because I guess I was just different and I didn't co-align with the family value, sort of say. So, you know, I I just needed attention, and I needed a certain type of love. And my parents love me. Me being a parent, I understand parental love, and we want the best for our children and we want to do the best for our children. But if those skills are limited, right, and that child doesn't conform to that, then a lot of times we give up. We're like, the kid don't want to learn, or whatever. We don't even try to really get to know the child so we can get inside the child's head. And that was kind of like what my issue was I thought differently. I thought differently than the rest of what my family did. I questioned everything and so on and so forth. But so it's not like I came from a family that was overly abusive, things of that nature. I came from a family that older Midwestern, my that was a lot of the issue with me was my parents were older and they were tired by the time I came. So a lot of that attention that a child needs at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, the people's already tired. The people's tired. Life is a grueling process, man. And if you're swimming against the tide, man, it gets tiring, So I understand, and that was the thing is that I came late and, they were just country folks, Well, they are. My people are still with me, and we have a good relationship now, but it was just that they were country folks. They were simple people. My father worked hard. My mother worked hard. Both of them were alcoholics. They didn't get along. They divorced at a young age. Both of them didn't know who they were, and they were just living their lives day to day for the moment. And that's what taught me how to live my life day to day for the moment, one after another. I'll handle tomorrow as it comes. And in a sense, I still have that problem today. I have a lot of them issues today. It's hard for me to make plans and stick to them plans because spontaneity is my forte. I just go off the dome, and then I handle stuff as it comes. And fortunately, I've been talented enough to handle most that comes my way, but it gets me into a lot of problems. And then what ends up happening is then I got to go back and I got to clean up these problems. And this is what I'm dealing with today. So again, that's what a lot of the show is going to deal with is just bringing common people on and hearing them, the issues that they may be having with their children. I want to bring, single mothers on and have discussions with single mothers that are having issues with their children. I want to bring, single fathers on that are having issues, family of loved ones where they're incarcerated and they're separated. However, whatever, I'm here to help, and that's what the channel is for. You know, I'm just here to help. I'm just a dude. I have a nonprofit organization. Um, I don't make a dime off this stuff. It's just me feeling like this is my best way that I can help. And I just want to bring everybody together, show that everybody, even though that we're different, we can, still love each other. We don't have to hate one another. You may not be agreeing with what I'm saying now, but you don't have to hate me. We discuss and we try to find some common ground of what we do agree on. And then we find out eventually that we agree on probably more things than we disagree on. But if that communication doesn't happen, we won't even find that out. And again, that's what's going on with this world today is again this censorship and this constant blocking out and this constant, I'm going to shut you down. I don't want to hear what you have to say, such and such. And again, this is what I'm trying to bring forward. I want to bring forward people that can erase stigma. I want to erase stigma. I want to educate people into understanding why we make the decisions that we make, and just try to progress. We're not progressing. We're stuck, man. When I sit here and I watch a video from 1960 and I'm watching a video from 2020, it's the same video. One's black and white, one's color, but it's the same crap. It's the same crap. So what I'm saying is I'm trying to progress. And that's what I've always been about my life. And fortunately enough, with God's sake, He gave me the wisdom to understand myself enough to progress past the errors that I was making in my life, that I continued to go back and forth to prison and jail, getting in trouble. And He enlightened me enough to know that, man, listen, I'm the one that's causing all this here. So once I understood that, things started changing. And this is what I'm here for. I'm here to share with my people, my brothers and sisters. I love you guys. I care for everybody, and this is just how I feel I can do it, man. So I'm with you guys. I'm here. I love you guys. You guys join in, subscribe to the channel, share it, get it out. Kids, again, that's our future. If we're not projecting love and education into our children, this shit is just gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna keep getting worse. It's not gonna get better. And right now, what I see is like we want to bury our heads in the sand thinking that shit is gonna get better, that somebody else is gonna take care of it, but it's not. It's gonna keep getting worse. And I fear for my children, you know. I want life to be grand and glorious so my children and their children and their children's children can enjoy the place like I did. I don't want them coming in here into slavery. I don't want them coming in here being treated differently from the next person because they don't have, or they do have, or their skin color is different than the next, you know? So this is what I'm here to help. I'm here to try to grow and share. You know, I'm an open book with my people, man. For me, everybody's my brother and sister. And if I feel like a person is really putting in the work to be their best self, I'm with you, man. I'm here to carry your burden with you. You know, I had to go through fire. I had to walk through a lot of crap, and I had to figure out how to do it on my own. I had nobody. I had nobody there to pick me up. I had nobody there to put their arm around me and tell me, man, listen, everything's nobody, not one person. You know, I had to do it on my own. Sometimes I would be in the bed for a week. Sometimes I'd be so crippled I couldn't move. I'd be so depressed. My hair would grow out. I wouldn't eat. I was bad. But I had to pick myself up. I had to tell myself, are you just gonna lay here and die? Or are you just gonna get up and do something, man? Get up and do some push-ups or something, you know? And that's it. I had to pick myself up. And because of that, I'm able to be here sharing my experiences with the world. Right now, I only got 3 people, and I love you for joining and sticking with me. But hopefully, this will grow, you know. And it's just me, man. I'm just a dude, man. I'm just a dude doing a podcast, man, trying to get people onto the show, you know. So I really don't have too much more to say, man. For my people that was with me, man, y'all ain't talking to me. I don't know. I don't want to just keep sitting here talking, but I really appreciate you guys coming, man, and joining. I'm not gonna make too many. One thing I do want to explain, right, is I'm not gonna make too many videos like this, right? Um, um, I'm not too open of a person, but I am willing to share. But this isn't about me. It's not about putting my face on this crap. It's not about me getting likes and all of that. It's about me reaching people and helping people understand why they're making the decisions that they're making and why their life is going in the way that it is. Same direction that mine is. I'm not here to separate myself from anybody. You know, it's, I know who the enemy is, right? I know who we're fighting against, and I know what their game plan is. And their game plan is working, efficiently and effectively and precisely. And that game plan is to keep us as American citizens, as citizens of the world, to keep us separated and fighting amongst each other. And all of that has to stop. And it stops with understanding what's going on and finding love within each other. So that's all I got for you guys, man. Until the next time, I'm going to be dropping a lot of episodes, discussions. Like I say, I won't be running interviews like this here. I may drop several with some thoughts that I may have, but again, it's not about me. I'm not going to be here boasting about how bad I was in prison or how bad I am out here in life. I'm not going to be purposely bringing you violence, purposely bringing you things, to gain, anything like that. We all know what goes on, man. If you don't know, then you just don't want to know. Prison is a bad place and bad things happen. You'll hear that come through my discussions, and I'll bring a lot of that out, but it's not going to be the point of this channel. This channel is about, again, understanding why we go to prison, why we do the things that we do to put us in harm's way. So that's what this channel is about, man. So thank you again for tuning in. Man, I love you guys. Please be safe, be smart, man, and stay out of your damn emotions, man. You find out how to stop this shit. Until the next time, peace. I'm out.